Hey everybody, welcome to A Culinary Journey. I'm Luca Paris. I have a great show for you today. We're going to be making a couple of favorite items for a birthday girl who's going to be celebrating her birthday on the show. And all she wanted for her birthday was to be on the show. And her husband made it happen. Okay, I made it happen, but that's okay. We'll let him take the credit. No, we had a great time at the restaurant one night. I told her that for her birthday she should be on the show. And you're going to meet Caitlin and Katey in a second. When we come back, we're going to also be making a Bossa Framboise. You've seen me do it before, but I'm going to make it special for her. We're going to do lobster ravioli with a shrimp cognac sauce. And we're going to finish that off with Panna Cotta. If you haven't made Panna Cotta before, you're going to be amazed at how easy it is, how great it's going to taste. It's an Italian version of creme brulee. So that whole complete dinner is going to happen here on our culinary journey, and it starts now. Hey everybody, welcome back to A Culinary Journey. I'm Luca Paris. I'm here with Katey. Hi, Katey.
Hi.
You don't know where to look, right?
No.
Just look out. Look there. Let's look there. We'll go wave. Wave, Katey.
Hi.
Okay. And you gotta go with the flow. Yeah, there. Wave, Katey.
I did.
Okay, just do it again. Wave, Caitlin. It's Caitlin's birthday today. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
This is the best birthday ever.
Really?
It is.
Seriously?
It is.
This is so cool. I'm having a blast, by the way. That's because we're on our third bottle of wine, but that's besides the point. So, Caitlin, what is one of your favorite dishes at my restaurant?
Oh, it's the pistachio encrusted grouper.
Yeah.
With the framboise.
You did a great
I
job.
practiced.
It's a framboise. You did. Is that what was on the paper before?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's framboise.
Framboise. Say it right.
That's all right. I have to practice it too. So anyway, today we're making it's actually a Bossa whitefish. Let me just, that's just,
Yeah.
it's good, but it's yummy, it's wonderful. It's just like grouper, a little whitefish. And then you had the other night lobster ravioli, which you liked.
To die for.
So we're going to show you how to make those here so you can make them at home. And then I'm going to make you a dessert that you haven't had yet, panna cotta. Have you ever had panna cotta? So the Italian version of creme brulee.
Nice.
But without eggs, and you don't have to do a lot of work. It's the coolest, easiest dessert ever. So we have to get some things started for it. And Katey, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah? You here for moral support?
Yes,
Absolutely.
And you're going to make this dish at home too?
I've tried.
Okay. Well, it's going to be really easy. So I have I'm going to start backwards because I got to get my panna cotta cooking, and then I have to chill it, and then we're going to serve that at the end. Sound good? Yep. All right. So questions at any point in time, please ask. But in the meantime, I'll just go on. So I'm taking my balsamic vinegar, and I'm going to reduce it down. I only need a little bit. We're gonna end up getting this done by the end of the show. I got it on high. I got it on a nice heavy bottom type sauce pot because anything else it'll really burn and stick to the pot. And you really have to be careful because it's gonna go from this balsamic vinegar, which is an inexpensive regular balsamic vinegar you buy in the store, to when we reduce it down, it's gonna be this amazing, gorgeous glaze that's gonna have a little honey in it. And it's gonna go on top of our sweet panna cotta. Okay, so now for the panna cotta, what I have cooking over here, what I needed warming up, is about a cup of heavy cream and a little bit of vanilla extract that's in there. And then I'm going to add sugar to it. Look how easy that is, right? That's the easiest part. And we're going to let that cook down. So I'm going to incorporate that and let that cook down. And I just need to warm it up. So it's like tempering, but I'm using full heavy cream. There's no eggs or anything else like that in there, what I need. And then what we need to use is gelatin. You ever see gelatin before? This is, like no, exactly. Well, there's powdered forms, and then there's what looks like a sheet of plastic form. And gelatin is great because gelatin is going to help keep this dish together. Now, what we need to do is pretty much put it into the water, into cold water, and let it rest so it could activate. So that's your job, to watch that and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. You good with that? No, you don't have to look directly at it. It's okay. It's not going anywhere. And then what we're going to do is We're going to add some strawberries. You ever have strawberries and balsamic?
No, I have not.
Yo, you're
I've
gonna
definitely
absolutely
seen
love
it done, but
Sweet strawberries, balsamic that has this nice little acidic bite to it, right? And then we're going to have the sweet cream that's going to set. You're going to love this by the end of the show. And it's super easy, so you can't go wrong. The most important thing to remember when you're doing a panna cotta or any dessert recipe is to follow recipes pretty much to the T. Unlike some of the other dishes I do where I kind of go, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, you want to keep that to the T. And it's really important if you're doing creme brulee or panna cotta. If you want the exact recipes, just go to my website and you'll find it there. So those are your ideas. The other thing we're going to make is our ravioli. And we're going to get those in there. These are lobster and shrimp ravioli. And I do need my saute pan. I forgot to grab that at the last segment. So I bet, you know what's great about a show? So you guys do a lot of cooking at home?
if we do, yeah.
Yeah. So do you have, like when you ask for something, does it just appear?
No.
Like if you say, watch, I say, I need a saute pan. And you know what will happen? A little slower than usual, but it happens. And I say, I need a saute pan. And out of nowhere, someone hands you a saute pan.
Yeah.
And look at that.
We need us
I
one of
wish they would
those.
happen at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they also clean up after me too, which is really, I know, you don't have one of those either. There's a reason why I'm not allowed to cook at home. I say, I need a saute pan. My wife goes, do you know where they are? I go, come on.
Little help.
It's not working. All right, so what we need to get going real quick is we have the balsamic vinegar cooking down. I have in here, we have the lobster ravioli, and we're cooking the lobster ravioli just like you're boiling pasta or ravioli. I keep it in a shallow pan. Try not to let them sit on top of each other because I just want them to cook. Most of the ravioli you can make your own, but I buy these. They're amazing. You know.
Out there.
Yeah, I can't take all the credit. And in here we have our combination of flavors. Now all I really needed to do here is to take the cream and the sugar and kind of melt them together. Okay? We just combine them. That's all I needed to do in here. And now I want to add in my gelatin. Those are my ingredients for my panna cotta. Let's shut this off. You go off. All right, balsamic working, and then my saute pan because we're going to make our sauce. Now for the panna cotta. Now remember what this looked like when it started,
Yeah.
right? And now it's kind of softened up. Once it goes into the hot cream, and I'm wondering if it catches it. Once it goes into the hot cream, it starts melting right away. Now, if you're using a powdered gelatin, the way you activate it, it's a little bit different. But you just, again, follow the directions, and the directions that I'll have on there.
You can just buy this at a
Oh,
store.
yeah, you can just buy this right at the store. And I like the plastic gelatin because, plastic gelatin, it's not really plastic. It looks like it, though. I like this just because this is what I started working with when I learned it. And I love the ratio and what it does to effect. Now, all I've done, so you've seen creme brulee recipes, right? They
Correct.
seem kind of complicated.
Yeah.
Temper the milk with
Right.
the eggs, don't let them burn, then you got to put them in the bath, then you got to put them in the oven. Well, Italian panna cotta is basically done. The only thing I need to do now is pour this into a mold. See how I do that? Okay, so I'm going to start this one. And then, here's the toughest part. You ready for this? Okay, watch. If you don't do this step right, you're going to get it wrong. Pay attention. Okay. You put it
Got it.
in the refrigerator
Do that.
and walk away. How cool is that? That's all you had to do for panna cotta. Simple, quick recipe.
that.
And when it comes out, we're really going to try that. You're going to love the way it comes
I
out
like
later.
that.
All right, you like that, nice and simple.
Yeah.
All right, so what's next is our lobster ravioli. So what I want to do before we go to a quick break, which you got to remember what you got to do on a break, right? Before a break.
Oh, I do.
Yes, you remember?
Yes, I do.
All right, good.
Come on.
We're going to chop up some shrimp. We're going to chop up some shallots and get some garlic in the pan. I'm going to get a couple of cloves of garlic. So what do you like to cook when you're at home, Caitlin?
Oh, I like to do mostly, I use a lot of chicken, do a lot of pasta dishes, and a lot of salad dishes.
So you watch a lot of Food Network and that kind of stuff, right?
I'm obsessed with the Food Network.
Are you really?
I really am, yeah.
But you watch my show too.
I do.
You
Well,
DVR. I don't think we said that on the. Yeah, I've been telling everybody because I'm actually more excited that you do that than you are. Just so you know, I didn't think anybody did that, but me.
I absolutely DVR you. Yep.
Well, I appreciate that. That's awesome. So what we're going to do here, really nice and simple, we're going to put shallots and the garlic in there. I'm going to leave the garlic in there just so it flavors the oil. Then we're going to take it out. Sound good?
Okay. Yep.
All right. And we're going to also add some shrimp in there. Salt and pepper. Who's your... no, I'm not going to ask you that. You might
Who's
say
my
me
favorite?
just because you're on here.
Well, you are. And then from the Food Network, I love Jada.
Jada? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paula Deen.
You know that Jada is one of Dan Mitchell's favorites?
Did not know that.
Yeah. You know why?
No.
Has nothing to do with cooking. Just so, all right,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
He likes camera angles, apparently.
There you
Yeah, I said, I didn't know you were into camera work. And he goes, I'm not. And I go, okay. All right, so we're going to saute some shrimp with our shallots. We're going to add a little bit of brandy to here. Now, like there wasn't enough seafood or seafood in the dish, we're going to add shrimp to it, you know, just because that's the way it should go. And we do need a little tomato. I do need a little tomato. We're going to add a touch of cream. Now, I like to cook a lot with heavy cream. You probably realize that, right?
Well, that's what makes it good.
Yeah, heavy cream is where to go. Hey, Katey, tomato?
I brought it.
Good. You just happen to have one with you. Carafes of tomato, just you bring it just in case. And this is how quick this sauce is. One of the things that I like to show is, besides give you more wine, one of the things I like to show is how quick a sauce really is. And when it cooks down, you're just amazed about how quick it could go. Right?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm trying to keep some over here, but you're going so fast through it. So as we reduce down this sauce, look at that. You get the cream, you get the tomato. That's pretty much it. All now I'm letting it do is I'm letting the cream kind of lose some of its moisture so it gets firmer. It's a natural thickening agent. And I took these ravioli that are pretty much cooked, and I'm letting them finish in here. And that's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, right? We're going to reset our stage. And when they come back, they'll be eating the ravioli while I work on the pièce de résistance, the Bossa Framboise. And we talk a little bit about beer. We talk a little bit about the Bossa. We talk a little bit about cooking fish. And Caitlin then goes home tonight to make this for her whole family.
That's right.
And that's beautiful. And Caitlin?
We'll be back. Oh, go ahead.
Good, you do
it's
it.
your show.
No, but you do it. You had it going.
We'll be back in a culinary minute.
Done. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm here with Katey and the birthday girl, Caitlin. How you doing?
Awesome.
You want this?
I do.
Do you have to cook dinner tonight, or you're just gonna eat dinner here?
I'm set with
You're
that.
all set.
I'm
right?
good with
Okay.
it. Yeah.
So they're having the lobster ravioli with the shrimp, the cognac, cream, and tomatoes. Enjoy, ladies. Hope
Thank
I did
you.
okay.
Thank you.
And if I didn't, just act like I did, and we'll be all okay. Right? So while you're doing, you're gonna have to help me on the next segment, though. I can't do this by myself. Is it yummy? Yes. No.
Delicious.
Maybe? Oh, okay. She's speechless.
Oh
You
my
still
goodness.
nervous?
I'm not too bad right now.
No, you're good, right? Oh, hold on.
That's helping a little bit.
There you go. A little wine. So the wine you're drinking is a Verdejo, just so, because I kind of wanted to pair that to what we're doing. And that's the one bottle that I picked up at the same time. You didn't get that. All right, that's the only bottle that was there when I was going in the refrigerator. No, so this is a Verdejo. It's really nice. It's like a Sauvignon Blanc, so it's nice and crisp. Kind of cuts through a little bit of that creaminess because we're going to have a lot of butter and cream. And the last show I didn't have any butter on. It was so sad.
I know.
I don't know how to do that. I'm just making sure that works. Okay, what you're going to do for me is the pistachio nut crust, okay?
Okay.
Real simple. Some pistachio, panko breadcrumbs, and a little salt and pepper. Sounds good? That's all you have to do. And you could put as much or as little pistachio as you like for the crust.
Okay.
Sometimes we've done it where it's all pistachio, especially if someone has a gluten allergy, and it comes out really nice. You just have to be really careful when you cook it. We'll talk about that in a second. You work on that. Just don't make any noise. No, go ahead. Just hit it. Go crazy. Go crazy. Woo! There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Just don't do it too much. Oh.
Perfect, right?
Yeah, it was perfect. You're good. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get our saute pan working again, getting our oil in there. Now, what you have to be careful with any type of fish, and if you coat it with a pistachio, even a walnut crust or any type of nut crust, what's going to happen is that the crust will cook really quickly and will burn. There's a lot of fat in the nuts, so you don't want to put it on the nut side where it gets really toasted and then burns. So that's what we're trying not to do here. Hold on, I'm going to be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oh, that's right. You're like attached to the chair. One thing I want to do too is I want my fish to be moist, but I don't want it to be over wet. So I'm just going to pat it dry just a little bit. All right. Let's get over here. And this is called a Bossa or a swai fish. And that's what you get when you garnish your plate for your fish. It looks good on camera. You have a little bit of arugula on there. The swai or the Bossa is a really nice fish. Resembles a grouper. And the only way I know it resembles a grouper because I was told when I first started buying this fish that it was grouper. So I didn't know. And it was delicious. And then when I found out what it was, that's when I started calling it by its right name. That's why you know it as grouper today, because that's what I had for a while. So I just want to get crust on this side. And we're just going to see how it just sits on there nicely. And we have a good amount of pistachios in here, so I have to be really, really careful about how I'm going to cook it. I like using, you could use this, you could use a tilapia. Tilapia is a great fish for this because it's strong, it's going to hold up to the searing that we're going to do. But this swai, it's something you could find at the supermarket too. Okay. And it's easy to get, and it's kind of inexpensive compared to, let's say, a sea bass or some higher end fish. Doing okay there, ladies?
Yes, yeah. Very good.
All right, we'll get this one in. And then we're going to flip them over relatively quickly. Yeah. See, by the fourth show, I kind of lose stuff. No, we're good, we're good. Let's see how I do here. Ta-da! Look how beautiful that looks on there. So you see it? So we have the pistachio just kind of pops on there. When I've served this at the restaurant so much, I had one guy that comes in and says it's the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich he's ever had. It's pretty yummy though. All right, so we're going to sear the other side. Now that we've seared the side that had the pistachio on, we're able to now cook the fish on the other side. And we kind of let it just finish its cooking. Now you could do it one or two ways. You could actually make the whole sauce in this pan while you're cooking the fish. And that's what we're going to do today. You're going to get a lot of that sauce in the pan. We're going to let the fish cook down. But before we do that, so we did our lobster ravioli. We have to check on one thing, which is our balsamic vinegar. We'll probably get a better shot than you'll see. It's reduced down to almost like a glaze, and I'm going to leave that there for a second, but then I'm going to move it away. I'm going to show you, ladies. See how it's kind of getting like a glaze? Yep. What I usually do is I take a full bottle and I reduce it down to about half, and then I add in just a little bit of honey. Just a little bit of honey, because I want to, one, thicken it a little more, and two, add some sweetness to it. And just kind of mix that in and let that cook. That's all I need to do with that. And what we're going to do is add that to the strawberries on top of the panna cotta. Oh. Yeah. Hold on, let's all take a moment. Sounds good. All right, so our fish is cooking nicely in here. I'm going to move it around a little bit, make sure it doesn't stick to the pan. So you ladies are going to do this the next...
We'll do it this weekend.
This weekend? Let me know how it goes?
Definitely.
All right. You need help remembering? I'll give you my number, or you guys just call me up in the middle of it.
Yeah, we might need to.
All right. Or call me up and say you were cooking for me. My wife and I aren't doing anything this weekend. Just let us know. All right. All right. We're going to put julienne shallots in here. I want to give it some flavor. And one of the things you notice is, with all my cooking, and you've seen my shows where I'll try to add things in after we've flipped it over and we've done different things to it. And that's because you want to cook in one pan when you can, but on the other side, you don't want to burn garlic and shallots to the point where it just leaves a bitter flavor into what you're doing. So I'm going to take out the fish relatively soon, so I want to get that ready. So I'm going to ask you, oh, you're still eating. Okay, we'll do that on the next segment. How's that? Oh. All right. Yeah, it's tough to get you to help me when you're eating the whole time.
Yeah, hold the food
till
the end.
For anybody else?
I thought I'd finish this last one and then.
Oh, that's very sweet.
I'll
You guys all happy about that? That she's going to let you have some? No? All right. So we got some shallots cooking in there. The fish is ready to come out. Let's get that fish onto a plate. And ta-da. This is a new form of fish spatula, apparently. There we go. And then we're gonna finish that fish back into the sauce. But it's a nice tender fish, so it'll finish perfectly. Now, this is what we have to add to it. This is the framboise, and I'll show you what that looks like right there. Framboise, it's the beer, okay? Raspberry beer. Now, if you don't want to use the raspberry beer, use just some fresh raspberry, coulis or fresh raspberry sauce, or anything like that. It'll do the same effect. Because we're going to add the beer, we're going to reduce it down, we're going to add either, in this case, we might use a little cream or we might use a little bit of butter, a little bit of both so it holds together, and it comes out unbelievable. So
I had no idea for the longest time that it was
That it had
actually
beer in it?
raspberry beer, yeah. Because the raspberry flavor is so
Yep.
intense. It's
So we
great.
just put a little bit of the beer.
You can,
Yeah, well, you want to try some?
I kind of do.
Yeah? You're going to swig it right from the
You know?
bottle?
Well, I don't have any-
No, I'm
Were you gonna
totally
try
out of
some?
glass. Didn't you? This is our last show till we move to our new
sounds good.
set. So, oh look, I found a beer.
Oh,
A
nice.
glass. I mean,
Nice.
there you go.
I'm glad
Just happen to have
beer in
some
there.
stuff left. There we go. All right, you try that. It's a little warm, but it's good. So we're gonna let that reduce down. Ooh, yeah, you're done. We'll shut you off.
That's good.
There we go.
Oh, it's very good.
And
Really good.
what? You like it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it good? Okay, so this has turned into a beer and wine tasting show. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to let this beer reduce down. We're going to get this back into there. Yummy.
Oh my gosh.
They're in their own private show. Did anybody else see that? So they're doing their own private thing. We're going to let that reduce down. We're going to come back. I'm going to finish that off with a little cream and butter. We'll get the fish in there. We'll have that, and then the panna cotta.
Nice.
All right, don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back. If you missed anything, you need to see this show again in the future, right, Caitlin?
Absolutely.
And how should they do it? They should DVR it.
You need to DVR it. That's what I do.
Well, there you go. Katey, you having a good time?
Yes,
Yeah? And you ready to recreate this at home?
definitely.
Awesome, awesome. So what I need you ladies to do, could you do the honors of just taking off the tops of the strawberries for me? And I'm going to finish off our sauce. So we had our balsamic vinegar cooked down. I've reduced down, when we went to break, I was reducing down the beer. And you see how that's coming out to almost like a little glaze, but we need to give it some help. You doing all right?
I'm doing
A
great.
couple of them weren't that good.
No, I'm trying. I'm trying.
She's like, I didn't like that one.
No, I'm
Go ahead. No,
taking
no,
them out and then I'm putting the ready ones back in the bowl.
Oh, nice. I like the way you're thinking.
Thanks.
So now what I'm going to do is just add butter to the end of this. So it was reducing down, thickening up, getting nice and rich. Now I like it. There's one or two ways. Usually at the restaurant when we do it, you'll see that it's a little whiter than this, right? Doesn't it come out a little creamier than this?
Yeah.
It does,
That's
yeah.
because we add a lot of cream to it.
Nice.
I also like it where it's really intense and I just finish it with butter. You shut off the heat, you put the butter in, it's called monte beurre, which is mounting the butter into the sauce. It's a French technique. Usually you can do it whisk, but if you do it really slow over the heat that's just in the pan, it'll stay and do this beautiful emulsification or this beautiful sauce. And if I did it right, it looks like that. It looks nice. So we'll get one of our fish onto our plate. Let me bring this here so everyone could see it, so the camera could see it. And then what's great about this sauce, this is the best part, and the whole dish, is how beautiful that looks on the plate, right?
Gorgeous.
Well, thank you. Oh, you were talking about the sauce?
Both.
Man, that never gets old. You want me to take those for you?
Do you want them?
Yep, I'll take those. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Look how cool my garbage can's right here. Too. Gotta get a kitchen like this. There, ladies. There's your birthday dinner.
Thank you so
Happy
much.
birthday.
Oh, this was awesome.
One more thing, though. Remember? What's left?
Dessert.
Dessert. The panna cotta.
Nice.
Look, everyone. Panna cotta. It's always dangerous to do. Okay, just like a creme brulee, it's rich, it's creamy, it's absolutely yummy. Now what we're going to do to this, oh, wait, it gets good. We're going to put a little bit of this balsamic. It's actually great to do it, oh, it's strong, when it's cold too. But if you do it warm, it really has a whole different concept to it. And it's sweet layered with Here, you're gonna have to use that in a second.
I'll
All
use
right.
that, yes.
Sweet layered with a little bit of tart, and we're just gonna then throw some strawberries right on top of that. And there you go.
Thank
Why don't you try that out? There you go.
Thank you.
And that's what we have.
birthday girl?
Is can't put a candle in it. That's the only thing I couldn't do for you, Kayla.
You can sing.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
I know my talents. We found what my talents are, and we're gonna stick with that.
Oh.
So, is that yummy?
Oh my gosh.
Is it a little too hot?
No, it's delicious.
Good? Good thing. So we made some
That
great
is
dishes.
good.
We made lobster ravioli. That was fun. We made the fish, of course, which is absolutely yummy. And then
Delicious.
panna cotta. Easy way to make creme brulee. You'll never have to worry about it again. Wait for 2 hours. If you really need recipes, go to www.lucascafe.com. I almost forgot my own thing, Luca's Cafe, and if Lee's good, he's going to put it at the bottom of the screen. I have recipes on there, and you can catch all of these.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Had
you.
a
Happy
great time.
birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
so
Great.
much.
Hey, that's it. Our show is over. We have great food, great friends, good wine. Oh, more wine. And I'll see you next time on a culinary journey.
Very
This is
good.
awesome.